stand here and shout your praise and walk away and forget your name. I'll stand for you if it's all I do, 'cause there's none that compares to you. 'Cause all I want in this lifetime is you, and all I want in this whole world is you, you, you. Tell the world that Jesus lives. Tell the world that, tell the world that, tell the world that He died for them. Tell the world that He lives again. No longer I, but Christ in me, 'cause it's the truth that set me free. How could this world be a better place, but by Thy mercy and by Thy grace? 'Cause all I want in this lifetime is you, and all I want in this whole world is you, you, you. Tell the world that Jesus lives. Tell the world that, tell the world that, tell the world that He died for them. Tell the world that He lives again. Tell the world that Jesus lives. Tell the world that, tell the world that, tell the world that He died for them. Tell the world that He lives again. Come on, we'll tell the world about you. 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 Tell the world that Jesus lives. Tell the world that, tell the world that, tell the world that He died for them. Tell the world that He lives again. Tell the world that Jesus lives. Tell the world that, tell the world that, tell the world that He died for them. Tell the world that He lives again. Come on, we'll tell the world about you. Tell the world that, tell the world that. Come on, we'll tell the world about you. Tell the world that, tell the world that. Come on, we'll tell the world about you. Tell the world that, tell the world. Come on, we'll tell the world about you.
Hello, JRAM Kids. I'm Liam from JRAM Kids.
I'm Janelle, one of the youths in JRAM. Let's do a quick review of the past episodes to connect it to this episode.
We learned about Jacob and Esau in episode 42. Isaac and Rebekah were married. God gave them twin boys named Esau and Jacob. Esau was born first. Jacob was born next. Esau had something called a birthright. That means he gets a bigger inheritance and a special blessing from his dad. Jacob tricked Esau into selling his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of soup.
We learned about Jacob and Isaac in episode 43. Jacob, with his mom's help, put fur on his body and tricked his dad, Isaac, into giving him Esau's inheritance and blessings. This was deception. Esau was very mad, like a lot angry. He wanted to kill Jacob. Rebekah knew about Esau's plan to kill Jacob, so she told him to get out of town until Esau was not so mad anymore.
Now, in episode 44, we learn about Jacob's dream. Kids, Jacob has a dream. It's in Genesis chapter 28, 10 to 22. Here's the Bible story. Jacob loved Beersheba and went to Haran, which was a 13-hour drive by car, like from Edmonton to Vancouver. But Jacob was probably either riding a donkey or walking, so getting there would take 24 days if he walked 8 hours per day. He had to make a stop over because it was nighttime. There were no hotels, but it was probably nice weather because, as the Bible describes, Jacob slept under the stars. He used a stone for a pillow. That would be uncomfortable. Kids, have you slept on a stone pillow before? He must have been tired because he fell into a deep sleep and began to dream.
This was his dream. First, he saw a ladder that touched the ground with the very top of it reaching heaven. Next, he saw angels of God moving up and down the ladder. Then God was standing on the top of the ladder and promised him 7 things that God had promised earlier to Abraham, who is Jacob's grandpa, and to Isaac, who is Jacob's dad. Number 1, the land where Jacob was sleeping will be his and his children's. Number 2, Jacob's children will have a lot of children, like dust which you cannot count. Number 3, his children will spread in all directions. Number 4, because of Jacob, all families on earth will be blessed. Number 5, God will be with Jacob wherever he goes. Number 6, God will always return to Jacob to the land where he was sleeping. Number 7, God will never leave Jacob until God fulfills all of his promises to Jacob's family.
When Jacob woke up, he realized that God had been there with him where he was sleeping. He was amazed and said, "How awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God." In the morning, Jacob used the stone that he rested his head on as a pillow and poured oil on it. This is like a marker for Jacob to remember and thank God for his promise he made to him. He called the place Bethel, which means house of God. Because God keeps his promises, Jacob also made 3 promises to God. Number 1, God will be his God. Number 2, the stone marks the place as holy and as God's house. Number 3, Jacob will give a full tenth of all that God will give him back to God. Jacob promised to obey God. He promised to do as God said, including giving him tithes. Do you know what tithes means? It is 10% of the money that you get as a gift or the money that you earn. Like if you get $100 for your birthday, the tithe means to give $10 back to the Lord.
Remember God's promises. God let Jacob know that God remembers his promises to Jacob's grandfather, Abraham, and to Jacob's father, Isaac. Even though Jacob was by himself, God was with him, and God was giving him a promise. God's promise is for those who believe in God. Here are the 3 lessons we need to remember. Number 1, God promised us his presence. He said he will always be with us wherever we go. Sometimes we might feel alone, but that is just our feeling and it will go away once we start thinking that God is always with us. He can even talk to us in our dreams. He has many ways of telling us that He is always with us.
God promised us His protection. We might have friends who want us to do things that we know are wrong. They might scare us, but let's make sure we run to God. He said that we are already taken and that He will keep us because we are special. Therefore, we know that God will always protect us from danger.
God promised us His provision. Provision means everything that we need to live, like food, clothes, and shelter. God even provided Jacob the stone to mark the spot where God gave His promise to Jacob. God gave us the 10% that we need to give back to Him and the 90% that we can use for food, clothes, and shelter and other things.
Here's our memory verse, Genesis 28:17. How awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. Beautiful lesson. In Jesus' name, amen. Thanks for joining us.
See you next Sunday.
God
Bless us all.
And now for our activities. We have to. Number 1, spot the difference. Spot 8 differences between the two pictures. Let's solve the stairway to heaven. Hello, my name is Gabriel John from JRAM. Sorry, I have my Bible verse. Hebrews 12:14. Pursue peace to all men and holiness, without which no one see the Lord. Hi, I'm Izico. Hi, I'm Atara. From JRAM Suri. I have my Bible verse today. You know what it is. Now, pursue.
Hebrews.
Oh, guys.
Go na.
Hebrews 12, verse 14. Pursue peace with all men and holiness, without which no one